another view from the van with Paul from Magpie 24/7. Driving strong opinions on everything Newcastle United. Magpie 24/7. By fans, for fans.
Hi, how's everybody doing? It is Paul from Magpie 24/7, and yeah, as you can tell, no 6 days off for me. No, I can't remember the last time I got 6 hours off. Never mind 6 days, but Newcastle are back in training. Steve Bruce is still the head coach of Newcastle United Football Club, and it literally does beggar belief at this stage that this absolute funny face is still in charge of our football club. It's come out today. I won't bore you with everything, but it's the same tired cliches week in, week out, month after month, loss after loss, rolling our sleeves up, getting on with the job in hand. Wishes he had a game sooner so that he could react. Newsflash for you, Steve Bruce: the entire team hasn't reacted to defeat after defeat after defeat. So I'm not holding my breath for any reaction against Spurs, who, as again, it comes out with his tight cliche book of pitiful excuses, Steve Bruce excuse bingo. And yeah, they're a good team. They're a good team, a good manager. The results haven't been great, but he's surprised at the criticism. Blah 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 blah. He brushes off the Chronicles survey of 14,000 people. It's just, well, you're always going to get a few. He doesn't pay much attention to that sort of thing. If the best part of 14,000 people took the time out to answer a survey about me and told me to stop, I might want to listen. But no, the man is the biggest arrogant bastard that you are ever likely to fucking meet. Clueless, arrogant, up his own arse, and greedy to the core, waiting for that payoff. He spoke today about business as usual. Lee Charnley seen him once a week, and nothing being said to the contrary that that they're not backing him. Mike Ashley's been in touch with the club. He's trying to rally the troops, but again, nothing particular or direct about the man in charge. And you've got to think, from a business perspective, it makes no bastard sense. Your £300 million asset, Mike Ashley, is going to be halved, and then it's going to get less and less and less if we are stuck in the bastard championship. There is no Rafa Benitez, there is no Alan Shearer, there is no plethora of quality players already there at the club to be able to get us out of this shit and the mire, because let's face it, anybody is going to want to be off. And we've got the prospect of a championship campaign with Steve Bruce, who in their eyes has got the mantra of a championship specialist, he can get us out of that league, blah blah blah. When I'm checking his resume, he's not doing a fantastic job. Look at the Aston Villa situation, countless other times where he has failed to do what is bastard necessary. The man is a disease. He is a fucking STD. He is the fucking most useless thing since a bastard used wet wipe. Yet he is still manager of our football club. He's still in charge of the football club. You could not make this shit up. You really couldn't. And the circus just rolls on. I've no hope of getting a result at all. I think we're 2 wins in 20 odd. At this point of the season, it doesn't really matter, because at any other bastard club but Newcastle, you would have been gone ages ago. It would not be acceptable at any other Premier League level and club and situation for that level of ineptitude at your job. I was half expecting him to come out today, turn up and just say, I've given the lads another 6 days off. I'm unsackable. Go fuck yourselves. Fuck everybody. Fuck you, a lot of yous. I won't get sacked, so fuck you, and just walking out the room. That's what I expected, along with a few more tired cliches. And we did get those cliches. But I'm to the point now where it's just like, oh, it's another shower of shit from this man. You know, at least he's going to get to Sunday before he fucking ruins the weekend. But, you know, expect nothing else at all but a defeat against Tottenham Hotspur in a game that we simply have to win, but we won't. And to make matters worse, you know that the fact that Ryan Fraser, who scored a couple of goals when international duty, will be sitting there thinking, oh yeah, scored a few goals, I'm going to play him up top. Even though he's a bastard winger, play plays in the correct position or don't fucking play them at all. It goes away, he's played in his right position and he scores. We've seen though, when he goes and he tries to play as a centre or a false nine or whatever bollocks that you want to fucking come out with, that it just doesn't work. He can't perform that role. Yet you've got Dwight Gale and Andy Carroll sitting on the bench, and we all thought that Callum Wilson would be back, but no, Steve Bruce, the gift that fucking keeps on giving, just gives you another gold nugget of shit. Callum Wilson, no, he's behind ASM, and ASM will not be involved for the whole 90. So you know for a certain fact, ASM at best will be bench warming. You might get a 10-minute cameo. Hey, he might be like every other one of his substitutes and get a couple of minutes at the end when we're already 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals down at that stage. He might throw him on for a few minutes in a futile attempt to say, well, I had him involved, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, Jose Mourinho's going to be rolling into town. Newcastle are going to have to be playing another one of these stupid systems, rather than maybe go with a more traditional 4-2-3-1, or, hey, even a 4-4-2. I take out at this point, apart from this fucking pathetic system that worked once against Everton, and now he tries to persist on, no matter if he doesn't have the building blocks to be able to put that team out. But yeah, he will go, you know for a certain fact, he will go with this stupid fucking system we know strikers in. Yet we are crying out for somebody to stick the ball in the back of the fucking net, to improve our goal difference, to get points, to try and get ourselves out of this shit. But at the end of the day, we are going to reap what we sowed, and we sowed shit, we're going to get shit, and we are going down. Look at the Chronicles research again, and on the survey, virtually again, everybody, the large majority going with of those 14,000, yes, with Steve Bruce in charge, we will be relegated. But again, Lee Charnley, oblivious. Absolutely fucking oblivious. The man who couldn't find a bastard light switch on the wall is oblivious to fucking everything. We should not be surprised one little bit. Spurs are going to pump all over us, good and fucking proper, at the weekend. We are going to get destroyed. We made a team who was one place above us in the league, Brighton, look like circa fucking classic Barcelona. So what the fuck are we going to do when we come up against the Spurs side? Fucking hell. We probably won't get the ball at all. We will have no shots at goal. We will sit back and we will hope for the absolute fucking best. He did say Dubravka should be between the sticks. He's had a stomach complaint and he has welcomed the birth of his child into the world. So congratulations, Martin Dubravka. One of the players, no doubt, that will be off in the summer, but I wish him nothing but the very, very best. Top quality lad, top quality keeper. But on top of him, on top of Darlow, they will be going. There's no doubt about it. Why would you hang around Newcastle in the Championship? It's not even like before when you had a Rafa Benitez and you thought it's going to be one season and one season alone. No, because of his stupid tactics, because of his absolutely insistence of playing the likes of John Joe, bastard, useless, can't fucking do out, Shelby, we are going fucking down. And just when you think you can't take much more as a fan, it's as low as it can get. Isaac Hayden, of course, out for the season, doesn't require surgery, but will not play again this season. But don't worry, lads and lasses out there, don't worry, because you know who he will rely on. He will call on the services of, well, at one point he was the Irish fucking Jesus Christ. Now he's just Jesus Christ, he's on the bastard team sheet again. Another huge piss flap. Jeff bastard Hendrick. Our record with fucking free transfers has got to be shite. It really has to be shite. You would hope that we would change formation. You would hope and pray that a Matty Longstaff would come back in. But no, he won't even get on the bench. You know it, I know it. Jeff Hendrick. Oh, the only people I feel more sorry for at the moment than Newcastle supporters, and I genuinely do, because we have had to go through hell, not for just this season, but 14 years under that cockney bastard, is Irish Newcastle supporters, because week in, week out, Newcastle fans, we watch some shite, fucking Bruce Ball crap. But then they have to go and watch Jeff Hendrick play for the national side as well. The poor bastards! Only one thing worse than watching Newcastle is having to watch Newcastle and the Republic of Ireland, because they are shite. But I'm sitting there and watching some of the highlights of their game. I was kind of thinking, yeah, we would be exactly the same if we were playing all these other teams. Fuck me, we'd probably lose against bastard San Marino with Steve fucking Bruce in charge of affairs. Oh, goodness me, I thought he'd taken over the Mongolian team when they got absolutely pumped, what, 14-0 or something like that. And he probably would have come out with more bullshit. Well, we were in it till the 13th goal. Check out Mongolian 0, Japan fucking 14 over the international break. Yeah. It's just shit. It is proper shit being a Newcastle fan, because it was nice having the international break because you knew that Newcastle wouldn't be able to fuck your weekend over. But now it is back. And the old adage, the season starts from here. But I've no confidence. I've no confidence in the lads. Where's the captain? Where's Jamal Lascelles coming out showing some leadership? No, instead we get the same tired old rhetoric that Steve Bruce has used at Wigan, has used at Birmingham, Sheffield United, Sunderland, and so on and so forth. It is bollocks. It was bollocks at them clubs. It's still bollocks now. Go on to any single other club when he was in charge and look at the tired excuses and the shit. This nice man facade is a load of fucking bullshit. He's a nasty, greedy bastard. And I can't wait for the day that he leaves the football club for fucking good. I don't care who you get in charge. Any fucker is better than this clueless bastard coming out with the same old shite. But yeah, great, isn't it? So no Callum Wilson. So you're sitting there and you're pinning your hopes on these players returning, your ASMs and your Wilsons, but they are still not. So another game goes by, another game off the list that we've got left, and slowly but surely our fate will be sealed, piece by piece, bit by bit. Fulham no doubt will win at the weekend, will push us into the relegation zone, but even then, if he was to be sacked, it's going to be too little too late, because Mike Ashley is oblivious. He is absolutely oblivious to what is going on. And my only observation about the situation, the only thing that makes any sort of sense whatsoever, is as if he is deliberately trying to get us relegated so that he can push through the takeover down in the Football League. It's the only thing that makes bastard sense, it really is. But how he thinks for a second that he will get £300 million for Newcastle United in the Championship is beyond me. It is beyond stupidity. But this is Mike Ashley we're talking about. The man who gave Steve McLaren, John Carver, Joe fucking Kinnear a job and employment. He is clearly off his tits. I just can't wait for another negative podcast, another no points, another episode of Bruce Ball 101 at its finest. I'm surprised FIFA aren't on the fucking phone asking him to do seminars about how to coach, because of course with nearly 500 games, blah blah blah, he has got such an in-demand skill set, hasn't he? The only skill set that man has got is pissing me off on a fucking weekly basis. Useless fucking bastard. I hate his face. It has got to the stage where you just hate just seeing him. I just wish he would clear his desk, and every time he says, well, I'm a judge, I understand, and that's perfectly... I don't think you're getting the gravity of the situation. He would be the one on the Titanic still playing the fucking violin as it's all going down. But the only difference would be is there'd be a fucking lifeboat right next to them. No, we'll keep playing the music. Keep playing the music. Clueless! Get in the lifeboat, you daft cunt! Watching Newcastle should be a release. It should be enjoyable. It should be something to look forward to, but everybody I speak to, left, right and centre, is either not a Newcastle fan and is taking the piss and laughing, or is a Newcastle fan and feels exactly the same way that I feel, that you feel, frustrated, pissed off. The club isn't listening to us at all, and I can't help but think if there was 50,000 Geordies inside that stadium, giving it to, he would not be here. He could not be here. He would have been got rid of a long fucking time ago. You know, it's to that stage now where those lucky 10,000 who are allowed in against Sheffield United, if everything keeps to plan, give him hell. Give him hell, because it's what he deserves. Don't dare say you're one of us. You're nothing to do with us. I've seen too much evidence of times when he was at Sunderland and what he said, times when he was at Manchester United, speaking about Newcastle Manchester games and stuff like that. Nah, you're a fraud. You're a lying piece of shit. Every time that man's mouth moves, there's just lies spewing out of there. Yep, you know he's lying because his mouth is moving. Not even Mrs. Bruce, who must be as sick to the back teeth as the rest of us of him, actually wants him as Newcastle United manager. She was probably one of the 14,000 who said, yeah, they'll go down, no problem with that man in charge. Fucking useless. Can't even put a bastard shelf up at home. Never mind run a Premier League fucking club. Never mind coach multi-millionaires. Never mind making John Joe Shelby break a bastard sweat. We need changes to the formation and the personnel, and we need to change the philosophy and have a fucking go. But I've no confidence in any of them being able to do that. The only glimmer of hope is somebody like when Graham came in, but that was stood on straight away. Steve Bruce getting his face pushed out and getting embarrassed and shown up as the fraud he is, and he's sitting there going, I'm not having that. I'll stab that cunt out straight away. Palace game, get in the fucking stands, man. You're making me look fucking bad. The fact that he is stood in that technical area of our football club in the home dugout should be an apology from the bastard condom factory. We're all grafting our asses off. We're all going through hell. and the likes of him are protected. And you know what? Even if he was to be got rid of in the summer, he will walk away with several £1,000,000 in his back pocket, and he couldn't give an absolute fuck about it. You daft mackin' bastard. You mank. You are not a Geordie at all. If you had any respect, love, connection to the football club, you would do what is best for the football club and you would step aside. He's even come out afterwards and said, you know, it wasn't good enough, it's my fault, it wasn't good enough, it's my fault. Yet won't do the honourable thing and let somebody come in who might actually have a plan A, a plan B, something different to the shite that we've had to stomach under this absolute galah and fraud. The man is an absolute coward, but there is a day coming very, very shortly where that coward has to square up the Newcastle public, and he's got to listen to what the Newcastle public think of him. And I can tell you, everybody I've spoken to's opinion of him is lower than dog shit. He's fucking so frustrating. The only thing can be is that he is deliberately trying to get us relegated, because the decisions he is making, the selections, the starting lineup, it is bizarre. You might as well go and stick Joe Linton in bastard goal. I mean, how the fuck? Why would you spend £40 million on him in the first fucking place? Mike Ashley is a clueless twat. All he had to do was spend a little bit of money, have a little bit of joined up thinking, maybe have kept a Rafa Benitez, kept the fans on side, kept a reasonable amount of investment on the playing squad, and progressed the football club as this case was going through. But of course, he managed to royally fuck that up, and instead employed the worst possible person and do the worst possible thing. And now he is going to get burned, because all of a sudden, nah, you're not going to get your money. And that's all Mike Ashley gives a shit about. Sports Direct, money. The man deserves losing all that money. Doesn't deserve anything from selling Newcastle United, because the only thing he has done is sell us up the bastard Kyber, up the fucking river, up Shit Creek without a bastard paddle. Thank you very much, Mike Ashley. Absolutely pissed off. But yeah, I've got to get on with work. I've got to graft. I just hope that the players this weekend against Spurs do 1% of the bastard shift that I put in, week out, day in, day out. And I hope they care about the football club even just 1% of the amount that I care about the football club. Because if they do both of them things, then they should have more than enough in the tank to get the points and to get us safe. 3 wins is what we need. Fucking hell, man. Not exactly asking for a lot. All these pundits, Paul Mersons of the world, they're too demanding, Newcastle fans. 3 bastard wins to stay up. That's demanding, is it? You're clearly back on the fucking sauce if you think that, you deluded fucking cunt. And he's not the only one. Your Chris Suttons of the world, your Simon Jordans of the world, all just as clueless and inept and as useless as one a bastard another. So yeah, predictions wise, I can't even let my heart rule my head. It's going to be defeat, and yeah, with the likes of their striking lineup, pick who you want. They're going to torture us. This could well be a beating. This could be 5, 6 or 7-0 Very, very easily. I hope it's not. I pray it's not. I pray for some Bruce fucktardery. That would do fantastically well. Yeah, I'd take one going in off somebody's arse in the 90th minute just to get some pressure off. Can't say it, but hey ho, I'd take absolutely anything at this point and juncture in times. Dark times for Newcastle United indeed. Let me know what you think down below. What's the score going to be? What is the score going to be? Pissed off. Steve Bruce, fuck off out of tune. Everybody else, I hope you are okay. Take care, keep it tuned, and I will speak to you later.